those tariffs don't just cost American consumers, they can also hurt American producers. Remember, when Trump was president, he sold tariffs on crop foods as a way to help farmers, right? We're going to protect the farmers with tariffs on imported grain. Instead, what happened? Those tariffs sparked a trade war with China, which promptly stopped buying American agricultural exports, closing a massive market, ruining many U.S. farmers, and then forcing the Trump administration to keep them afloat with enormous subsidy payments, as Haley Jackson reported for NBC News back in 2018.
Before Doug Bartek farmed this land in eastern Nebraska, his dad did, and his dad before that. But these days, it's tougher to turn a profit.
We need these tariffs to end sooner rather than later.
Those tariffs, put in place by President Trump, triggered a trade war.
The longer this goes on, it just makes it that much harder for us. Costs on our end seem to be going up all the time.
Now, it's farmers like Bartek, producers of soybeans, dairy, cotton, and more, getting an assist from the Trump administration as the president helps people his own policies hurt. A new temporary $12 billion program is set to launch around Labor Day, meant to offset the estimated $11 billion in losses farmers face.
Now, in fairness to Trump, those tariffs, like all taxes, do raise revenue. His did raise billions of dollars, almost all of which, 92%, the Trump administration had to spend bailing out the farmers whose business was decimated by said tariffs. When all was said and done, those Trump subsidies to farmers amounted to more than the U.S. spends to maintain its arsenal of nuclear weapons. More than the entire budget of the State Department or NASA. So now, get this, Trump's answer to cutting your household or childcare expenses is to do a lot more tariffs. I mean, last night, a woman asked him, how are you going to lower my grocery prices? And Trump's response, in short, is, I'm going to raise taxes on groceries. It is the very definition of crazy. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. What's even crazier is no matter how many economists across the political spectrum say, this is a recipe for disaster, no matter how many politicians oppose the idea, Trump can impose tariffs unilaterally as president without Congress. He doesn't need a bill from them. That's what he did the first time in the trade war with China. And the sheer insanity of what he's proposing, trillions and trillions of dollars in new tariffs, is not really being grappled with by the media.